Hey guys, today I decided to do something a little bit different. I just recently started streaming with a streaming PC from my PlayStation 4. I just ran into a lot of technical difficulties, and I wanted to share what I had to do to overcome those. Just an overall summary of how to properly set up your stream from a console with a capture card and a streaming PC. I've found that a lot of videos give you bits and pieces of what you need, but no videos actually really give you everything you need. I'm going to try to fill in those blanks so that you can kind of have a one-stop shop for any resources with regard to the hardware that you need and how all those pieces connect. So I'm just going to switch over to the wiring diagram that's going to show you all the pieces that you need and how they connect. This is not a video about Streamlabs OBS, so I won't be going into how to set up all the sources and whatnot. There's plenty of resources out there on how to do that. Everything on the screen here is what you'll need to stream from your console to a streaming PC. Some of the benefits of streaming to a streaming PC are you get to really customize your stream. When you're streaming from console, you don't have a lot of freedom with overlays. You don't have a lot of freedom with alerts. There's just a lot more you can do to increase the quality of your stream when you have a streaming PC. So the primary thing that you're going to need that's right in the center of the screen here is a capture card. I have an ElGato HD60 S Plus. The only difference between the HD60 S Plus and the HD60 is that it has higher resolution capability. So the ElGato capture card comes with the card itself, it comes with one HDMI wire, and it comes with a USB-C to USB wire. I'm just going to show you what the card looks like and explain what the ports on either side are for. So this is your ElGato HD60 S capture card. On this side, there are 3 ports, all 3 of which you're going to need to use if you're streaming from a console. The center port on this side of the capture card is an HDMI port, and that port is going to connect from your console to the capture card. This is going to be the video input from your console that's going to go to your streaming PC. If you are streaming from PlayStation with your capture card, you're going to need to change one setting. If you go to System Settings, you're going to need to turn off Enable HDCP. Otherwise, you're just going to get a black screen from your capture card, and I just want to make sure you turn that off before you start thinking your capture card isn't working perfectly. This is just for PlayStation 4. I'm not sure if there's an equivalent on Xbox, but just remember to turn this off. There is also a 3.5mm jack, and that is going to be your audio input for your stream. I'll go into details after this about where that audio input is coming from and why you need to use a 3.5mm jack instead of just the HDMI port. One thing to note, since we'll be using analog audio rather than audio from the HDMI cord, is that once you have the ElGato capture software on your computer, you're going to need to go into the settings there and change the audio input from the HDMI to analog. So just remember to change that setting and your audio will come through with no problem. The last port on this side is a USB-C to USB port. This connects the capture card directly to your streaming PC. This provides the power and the video and audio input from the other 2 ports to your streaming PC. On the opposite side of the card, there's another HDMI port. This is actually the HDMI pass-through that's going to connect to your TV or monitor or whatever you're using to actually play your game on. Nothing else needs to be done here. You just plug this side of the capture card directly into your TV or monitor that you're using to play the game. So I just went over what you need to supply the video input from your console to the capture card, and that's that HDMI port. The problem with streaming from console is that you can only output the audio to one channel, and so that HDMI port is only going to get video. It's not going to get any audio. The way you're going to get audio is by using that 3.5mm jack. And so what you're going to need to get, and I have it on the left side of the screen here to the left of the capture card, is an ElGato chat link cable. This cable essentially is just a splitter for an analog cable. So just as you would plug a headset directly into your controller, this works just the same way, except for it's also going to provide audio to your capture card. The big thing here is that you're going to need to have a headset that has a 3.5mm port. USB headsets are not going to work because they don't have 3.5mm ports. Some have both, but you need to make sure it has both. If it doesn't, it's not going to work. There are also some optical headsets. I also don't recommend this headset because despite the fact that you can use this headset with the capture card, the audio quality is really bad because of the setting that you need to use from the PlayStation at least. I don't know much about Xbox. It might work better there. But from the PlayStation, the audio is not good enough, especially if you're playing games like Call of Duty where you really need to hear things. I would not recommend an optical out headset. I'd definitely go with a 3.5mm analog headset. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug the chat link cable directly into your controller. Your chat link cable looks just like this. You're going to plug this end of the chat link cable directly into the port of your controller, just like this. And then you're going to be left with this piece of the chat link cable, and then it's going to feed to this end. This is the end that goes directly into the capture card. This port goes from here to your headset. So it's providing audio to your headset and your capture card. The last thing you're going to need is a designated microphone that plugs into your streaming PC. I'm not talking about the microphone that comes with your headset. This headset microphone is for in-game audio only. So this is for talking to your teammates in Call of Duty or whatever other game you're playing. You're going to need a separate that plugs into your PC. That's going to be the audio that your chat hears, because they actually can't hear party audio from your headset. They can only hear your teammates, but not you. So you need a separate microphone. I have an ElGato Wave 3 microphone. It's just a USB microphone that you just plug into your computer and you set it up as a source. There's plenty of resources out there to find which microphone is best for you. So overall, that's really all you need to know. The main two pieces that threw me off when I was setting up streaming from my PlayStation 4 was the need for the chat link cable and the need for an additional microphone. I thought that my stream was going to be able to hear my chat the same as my teammates were hearing in my game, but I actually found out that I needed a secondary microphone that plugs directly into the computer to go to the stream. But that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, if you found that it really has helped with your streaming setup, if you're streaming from a PlayStation or Xbox or whatever console, don't forget to like the video. And if you want to see future videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button with notifications on. I'm trying to get more content out there and post more videos, whether they be tech help with streaming or just some fun Warzone clips.